Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the Ultimate Base 4.0. In today's episode I would like to introduce a couple more hotel guests and I also would like to send one of my duplicates home, so only one remains and that is gonna be May. There's not much left to do, there's just one cable left to build, but I think May can do that on her own. She has all of the necessary skills and therefore Nisbet is the one that I want to send home. We do have everything completed here. Let's check it out. We are missing a little bit of food inside the refrigerator. Let's see. I don't want to send the mixed berry pie home, but everything else. Do we have an errand? No pending deliveries. Oh no. So what if I reduce this to 5 kilograms or so and include the mixed berry pie? Then we can get that. Yeah, okay. So we are just gonna do a high priority there. Whoa, that is already 20,000 kilocalories. Wow. That is absolutely incredible. Mixed berry pie is OP. Well, I guess let's switch up the crew. May is not gonna be a part of it anymore. Also, May can exit without actually equipping the suit. I think that just happened, didn't it? Yeah, that is good. So I'm probably gonna set up a suit station here so we can be inside of a suit outside of the base. That means I'm gonna have my atmosuit checkpoint here and then 2 or 3 docks should be good. Yeah, let's just go with 2. I'm gonna go ahead and deliver 2 atmosuits here. All we have to do is hook this up to a pipe and I guess the first one here is good enough. Let's just go ahead and use that. Ah, cool. Ja, das ist doch gut. Gut, machen wir noch vor der Nacht. Ist gut. Now actually, before I send Nisbet home, I also want to bring along a couple of materials that we have hanging around here. So this is already good that the atmosuit checkpoint is disabled, so we can just go ahead and enter and exit. We're gonna collect everything, sweep only in this automatic dispenser at priority, well, let's do priority 9, so nothing else gets picked there. And actually, I just remembered I should focus on some specific materials that I know we're not gonna be needing anymore. Though most of the stuff, honestly, we can get back home. The sand I want to leave here. That's something we're gonna need. Okay, I got more or less everything I want in there. Let's go ahead and sweep this up now. And then theoretically, as long as the duplicates don't have anything to build, they should be taking care of that issue. And while we're at it, let's check it out. We're gonna invite one more duplicate. So I have to go with the first one that we get. Decreased medicine, increased agriculture. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a guest number 2. There we go. Welcome to the base. Now, of course, guest number 2 isn't allowed outside of here, so I think that is already a given. Yeah, it's just May and Nisbet at the moment. Oh, what are you doing? Of course, you're not allowed to do any of the work. Jeez. Guest number 2, I'm not happy with you. You go in that schedule and you're gonna be happy. Yeah, that is much more like it. And guest number 1, of course, is enjoying the new company. It's also time to send the liquid rocket back. I think we're lacking a little bit of water at home, so I'm gonna do that right away. And right now, as we can see, the duplicates are taking care of the material delivery. Everything will be safely stored in here, so all I need is to ensure that we don't actually crash this ship. Otherwise, we're gonna be losing all the materials. Okay, it looks like all the materials that I designated to be stored have been picked up from here. They're not going for these materials anymore, but there are still some materials here at the bottom, and I think I can wait for those. So I'm gonna send this rocket on its way. We wanna make our way back home. That is all we want, and hopefully safely. So the crew is already changed. We need to clear the launch pad. Ah, don't tell me this panel is still in the way, or maybe it is the ladder. That could be it. No, it has to be the solar panel. There it is, gone finally. And come on, clear launch pad. What is not clear? Ah. Of course. There it is. Finally, acknowledge the warnings and begin that launch sequence. Hopefully, she's already got the astronaut skill. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. No. Okay, wait a second. You do have the rocket piloting skill. What do you want from me? Once again, something silly is happening that I don't understand. Pilot requested at control station. Okay, Nisbet is finally on her way back. I totally forgot that I had to set the priorities because she was on this planetoid. I figured she already had the priority for piloting, but apparently that was May. But here we go. Now we only have May and the 2 hotel guests. May at the moment is idle, which means, what does it mean? It means we don't have the suits delivered at the moment. Let me see, no pending deliveries. That is not good. Maybe let's disable the building here for a brief moment until we have this figured out. Yeah, the problem was that the exosuit forge is here with all of my... Wow, how many Atmos suits do I have here? What the heck is going on? This is insane. We'll be able to send those back, I guess. Either way, now I can also continue my solar panels. All I need to make sure is that the beacon remains open. So I can still have a solar panel here, but then we need a gap. So this one here is going to be removed. And then eventually I want to finish the cable as well. Looks like my liquid cargo is ready to land. Oh no, we're not ready to receive just yet. Let's get rid of those. But there we go. There is my liquid cargo rocket. We're gonna close those bunker doors again and receive the juicy liquid. Okay, looks like May is now starting to clean everything up. We can print another one. Nisbet made a mess. Wait a second. The wall toilet, of course, is completely empty. Oh well, that is fine. You can make a mess and then clean it up again, though the radiation sickness is a little bit more worrying. How long? Ooh, you're still gonna spend 2.5 cycles here. Well, she already has the radiation sickness, so at least she's gonna be losing some of the dosage there, but you know, she's gotta spend her time below the carpeted tiles there. Looks like we also could use a little bit more oxalite here on the 3rd planetoid. And what is missing here? Rat pills, we have enough of those, so it's really just the oxalite, which is convenient. All I have to do is enable this guy here, oxalite, yeah, just allow manual use for a little bit and we should be good. Nisbet vomited herself down to 30 rats. She can totally take it. I just have to remember to re-equip the suit before we land. So why don't we go ahead and take on another hotel guest? Ooh, building impaired and noodle arms. It's also a binge eater, so we gotta make sure that this guy never gets unhappy. So that would be guest number 3. Print, yes. The colony has earned an achievement. Whatever the heck could I get? Have at least 20 living duplicants living in the colony at one time. There seems to be an emphasis on living, so the dead duplicants don't count. But yeah, now we have 20 duplicants in total. Of course, only 3 hotel guests so far. But before I actually invite all of the guests, I gotta make sure we have enough supply in terms of food. So for now, we're also gonna put guest number 3 in that schedule here, and so they can take a shower and whatever. Also, we have to kind of distribute them. I think guest number 2 is gonna go here, and I want to make a special access point for guest number 2 so they can go in and out, but nobody else, right? Wonderful. Looks like Nisbet safely arrived back at the home planetoid. Let's open the gates. Welcome her back home. And there it is. Though before we land, I want to equip the Atmos suit. And something else, I need to disallow the mixed berry pie for Nisbet as of this point. And also the rat pills, you don't need those anymore. And right now, I think we just want to clean up this vessel. So pick everything up. We have safely landed. I'm gonna change the crew so Nisbet isn't included anymore. I wonder, is she still in there? No, she's gone. Okay, gotta make sure to pick up the mixed berry pie, especially the one that is actually inside of the poop. Let's not think about it too much. There's also some mixed berry pie already inside the interplanetary launcher, 20 kilograms at the moment, and this fridge contains nothing, and this fridge here contains another 13 kilograms. Okay, not too shabby. Alrighty, there is actually one more issue we need to solve. I'm slowly but surely running out of sulfur, and now collected basically all the sulfur that I had on all the planetoids just laying around, and now I think I need to tap into a more permanent source. Now I've been looking around a little bit, and yeah, it is totally inside the magma here. This planetoid in general is not something I would like to harvest. Maybe the Weezeworts are worth getting, but other than that, I think we can sacrifice this planetoid and maybe just drain the magma down, allow the entirety of the magma to kind of solidify using this cold biome, and everything else is not really that important. So technically what I need to do is maybe increase the capacity of this fridge, and we're just gonna bring anything edible, only spiced foods. As a matter of fact, not anything, but we're gonna be very specific. We want the surf and turf. Also, I would like to prioritize picking everything up at priority 9, so this gets done, and then I can send Nisbet over to the next planetoid in order to take care of our sulfur problem. At the moment, I'm collecting some more water here, and also we delivered some more petroleum. My biggest problem when it comes to petroleum is that currently my oil wells are only functional every time the cool steam vent here is active. And its next activity is going to be in 30 cycles. Oh, will you look at that? My items actually got saved. I totally did not see that, but the rocket debris, they contain actually all the materials. You know, this is such great news. We can actually send those materials back home, and it wasn't all in vain. I mean, technically, I did not really deserve this, but I'm definitely taking it. Looks like my items are finally being picked up. I just need to make sure that we bring along the rappels and the food. The thing is, I really don't have enough duplicants to take care of the delivery errands. I noticed that has become more and more of a problem here. I put a storage bin in here. I'm gonna be collecting a couple of suits, also delivering some right here. And then since I'm only doing this with Nisbet, I'm also gonna install a comfy bed. And right now I'm just taking some refined materials with me, such as aluminium and gold. Okay, I'm gonna speed up the food delivery a little bit, as well as the rat pills, because we do have them available. They're just not bringing them along. Also, I noticed I was struggling a little bit with power, but we cannot really add more solar panels. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be taking a little bit of glass with me, so maybe we can also set up a solar panel. Wonderful. This should be everything, right? We are ready to get this going. We're gonna open up the bunker doors and set the destination to Inverato. Check the crew. I truly want to go... Ooh, we could go with me. No, let's go with Nisbet. She's the best match for this. And I guess we can just go ahead and begin that launch sequence. Wait for Nisbet to arrive. There we go. She's inside and taking off. Wonderful. Now we're gonna unequip that suit and maybe also enable the atmosuit dock. Good. This journey is only gonna take 2.7 cycles. We have some asteroids on their merry way. So I think before I forget, I'm already gonna start closing some of the doors. In the meantime, on the hotel planetoid, we are making progress with filling up the surroundings here. And I think, yeah, May is also taking care of delivering as many items as possible. Right now, I'm just bringing them up here because I intend to actually use the transit tube access point and then maybe even bring this a little bit further up to the final destination here. Also, we can take apart the pad. So actually, as soon as I build these ladders, we should be able to deconstruct this and then deconstruct this. And you know, we can also get rid of those oxygen pipes. Did I intend them for something else? Well, I'm just gonna get rid of them up to this point. Currently, we have another 17 kilograms of mixed berry pie that is spiced. But because of my delivery issues, they are actually not bringing them here, even though there is an errand for this. But let's go ahead and just force one of the dupes to do it. We might have to fiddle around with the priorities a little bit after all. Or maybe we just involve the dreamers, because currently I'm not really using the dreamers for anything else and we're just, you know, feeding them. Actually, thinking about it, they could become part of the hotel. But yeah, it really looks like most of the people do have a certain tendency to do the storing. So I'm not really sure why they're struggling so much with it. Oh, check this out. We actually pumped out enough water here on the hotel planetoid so that it shows a number again that is actually readable. We still have plenty left here, so we don't have to worry too much. Okay, we have just arrived on the planetoid. Let me make sure everything is right. The atmosuit checkpoint is on. Oh no, I totally forgot to set up the bed. And of course, right now I forgot to take some plastic with me. That could have been useful, but alas. In this case, we're just gonna go with a cot. What can I say? We have 235,000 kilocalories. That should be more than enough. So the first thing I need to take care of is that I have enough power for my vessel. We have a whole bunch of obsidian just hanging around here, so technically we could make our way up here to the battery, and then we just set up a couple of solar panels. Maybe 3 should be enough, you know, just get this started. And together with the rappel, oh no, this is not gonna be possible to build. I need to build the ladder on the other side. Ah, jeez. You know, I gotta say this is really mean. Yeah, we cannot reach the last wire there. So in this case, we also have to ladder up on the the other side, and that is gonna be a little bit of a waste of time, but you know, we do have the time. It's not like I was speedrunning the game. Before I forget, I should allow the rad pills again for Nisbet, otherwise she's gonna be very sick. It's 218 rads per cycle, so we cannot stay here for too long. Yeah, we're hovering around 37 rads and just getting rid of them right now. Wonderful, and she's now also being efficient, already getting back to work in her downtime because there's nothing else to do. There is my first solar panel. I want to make sure that I start hooking this up. Okay, so what is the plan? As soon as I hooked up the power, I'm gonna make my way down here in order to collect some of the materials that I would like to see secured. We also have to make a pathway for the magma to flow down into the cold biome. Wonderful, we're almost done with the solar panels, just a couple of cables to go. There should be some copper laying around. And now I'm gonna make my way down. I wanna find all of the wart seeds. And for now, I think I'm just gonna move them around so I can pick them up in one go later. And now I'm just gonna make my way down here. Maybe get this wheezewort and this one over there. Just gonna make my way through here, trying to pick up as many of these guys as I can. I will also have to poke through this abyssalite layer so the magma can kind of spread. To be more efficient, now that we don't have to work on the top anymore, I'm also gonna disable the rappels. I don't want her to interrupt the work all the time. You know, I just noticed until we can get this liquid sulfur geyser running, we still have a little bit of sulfur to harvest. This actually comes in really handy, but looking at this, there's gonna be a lot of it to harvest. So I might have to spend a little bit more time on this project than anticipated, but I think it's gonna be worth saving this sulfur that is just hanging around. You know, there's still a little bit of an issue here. I cannot even last an entire cycle. Nisbet wants to dock her exosuit. I don't want that. I want to be more efficient, so we are gonna unequip that and allow her to work like this for the rest of the day. And now, just before the day is over, I'm gonna re-equip that suit. There we go. And she can pick up wart seed and go home. Okay, that was the perfect cycle. Allow me to continue for a little bit. I'm also gonna have to set up some kind of storage. Let's maybe go with 2 storages for now, and we can collect the sulfur and maybe some other materials we are interested in, because most of the materials I'm gonna be destroying now. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay, the moment of truth has arrived. I picked up most of the sulfur that was hanging around in this corner, because right now I want to poke this open, and right here everything is gonna be mostly destroyed, I guess. I would like to save the bliss burst seed that is still hanging around here, but afterwards, yeah, let's just do it. I finally want to see this planetoid in action. That should be good. All of the sulfur I have collected is hanging around here. It's around 29 tons, though overall I have 60 tons. I wonder where everything is. There's still some here, so I anticipate that I'm still gonna be able to dig this up. I'm only destroying this part. We'll see. Maybe a safe game at this point wouldn't be the worst of ideas, because I've never done a thing like that. But there we go. We're gonna do this. No, wait, not actually here. I want to open up this tile and possibly the other one, but we're just gonna do one and let it drip down, see how everything reacts. There we go. In the meantime, I'm gonna allow Nisbet to just do something else. What I should be seeing here is everything heating up, but also the oxalite like evaporating so the magma can continue. Oh, actually it already solidified to igneous rock. That is not good. Yeah, I was kind of expecting a little bit more. Allow me to get over here. So we're gonna open all of that up, allow it to dribble down, and then maybe open this up as well. Nisbet, get out of the way. Go. You need to go over here. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Everything is now solidifying, and this can just dribble down passively. Wow, check out this critter. Oh, no, never mind. In the meantime, I guess I can collect a couple more materials. I'm just collecting the copper ore and the sulfur. And of course, we keep on draining this part. Now, it is actually not heating up as dramatically as I anticipated. So maybe we're only going to be requiring a small portion of the cold biome to accomplish what we're doing here. But I still feel like I want to open this up a little bit more. I'm going to be digging out some stuff here. Ooh, check this out. We get some sulfur gas. Well, that is not actually really what I wanted to see, but I think we have enough sulfur to save. I still kind of want to make my way down to the cold biome and allow the magma to solidify here. Wow, nice. Looks like we already drained the first chamber. There was actually no issue at all to do this. Still funny to see the steam here against the cold biome. Good. Now it would be great to make my way up here, though it is too hot for the kind of ladder that I'm building. I can just go ahead and use some obsidian to do it properly. Okay, we have arrived in the second phase. I just broke through this tab. That's gonna be a big one. It's gonna accumulate here, but we still have lots of cooling power. Well, it's probably gonna swap over here at some point. Yeah, I need to open this up some more. So maybe let me just dig through here and prepare this. And I gotta be careful. Our goal is gonna be to bring this down to temperature. Right now we are at 1300 degrees, and if I spend long enough in this environment, I'm actually getting hurt. And I'm not sure why I'm talking in first person. Maybe it's because Nisbet is one of our main duplicants, and I couldn't stand to lose her. Yep, there it is now swapping over, but I think... Wait, where are you going? Healing. Okay, you're totally allowed to do that. Yeah, I guess we're gonna spend a cycle or so in the bed. In the meantime, some more magma can flow out. It's gonna solidify right here, but once I dig everything up, we should be able to start exchanging some of the chill back to the top. I already dug away a good chunk of abyssalite right here in order to get started with the process, but our goal needs to be to bring this down as much as possible, maybe even make it a vacuum, so in the end the liquid sulfur can dribble down and solidify at the bottom. Okay, we're about to break through. Perfect. Oh yeah, this is just a beautiful sight. Gotta love it. I really should destroy more planetoids like this. It's just absolutely beautiful, but it does heat up a lot. Okay, it will have dire consequences once I'm actually done draining the magma completely. Just a little update here, we have a lot of steam, and just look at the water evaporating. It took a little bit longer, but now I am actually afraid of what's happening here. The heat is still spreading quite rapidly. I was kind of hoping that I could take advantage of the cold biome still, but it looks like we're gonna go through that in absolutely no time. Though once the magma settled down here, we don't really need to drain anymore. All we need to do is kind of cut this off from everything else and then allow the rest to cool down. I gotta say, I enjoy planet destruction way more than I should. But this is probably the most beautiful thing I've seen in Oxygen Not Included. Just the dense steam with the flowing magma and the sulfur gas. Yeah, and we also got lots of liquid sulfur, so once this has cooled down again with the rest of this cold biome, we should be good. Let me skip forward once more, just slightly. Okay, now we are in the last stage. I took myself the time to establish a thermal barrier. I also carried a lot of the hot materials over here, and I'm gonna close this off. And lastly, I made a little enclosure right here. Right now it is covered with a block of refined carbon, but in here we have lots and lots of really hot material, and I'm just gonna keep that here. Over time you can see a lot of the steam has condensed to water again, and this is probably the extent of the heat that we're gonna experience. Now, most of the materials I picked up, there are still some hot materials like this 1000 degrees igneous rock that I want to sweep up. All of these hot materials will be brought over here, and then I'm gonna close this off as well. And then over time, all of this is gonna disappear. Right now, the sulfur geyser is gonna erupt again, and we should see this happen right now. It is liquid and it is dropping down into the water, and there of course it is being solidified and ready for us to be picked up. We already got 73 tons, so this is probably gonna last for the remainder of the playthrough. And right now I just gotta make sure that Nisbet is bringing all the hot materials over here. And once that is done, we can allow everything to cool down over time. Wonderful, I'm almost done cleaning up. I think I'm just gonna spend a couple more cycles here, picking up most of the sulfur and then shipping it back home. We can then just let this run in the background, and it is gonna produce a lot of sulfur for us to pick up in the future. But yeah, with that out of the way, I would say we're gonna wrap up today's episode. I sure hope you enjoyed the planet destruction. Thank you so much for watching, have a great time, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.